And I think it's a testament to these guys. They need to be able to mix it up in all kinds of conditions. Super tubos, barrels, airs, you know, it's really opens up the whole judging criteria, and that's what makes it so exciting, Joe.
Round 1, heat number 9, features a former pipe master, this year's Billabong Pro Tahiti champ Jeremy Flores. On screen, Ricardo Christie, a rookie from New Zealand, getting a quick number on the board to get things underway. Wilco's been a little active already. The Australian in this matchup had a couple of threes while we were away. So heat number 9, exciting one. 3 guys from different parts of the world with different strengths. Starting with Matty Wilkinson. On paper, you look at him, has a little bit of everything in his bag of tricks. Small beach break conditions like this. What are you expecting out of Wilco?
Well, I was watching him warm up there, getting ready for this heat, standing alongside Glenn Hall, and he looked a little bit more focused. You know, he was going through a little bit of a stretching routine. He was listening intently on what Micro had to say. They were pointing out different parts of the bank. It was just a real kind of a breath of fresh air to see him a little bit more serious.
Into round 3 as we catch up to Wilco's right.
Yeah, Matty Wilco, a little bit of tube time right there. A smaller wave, you know, just sort of slowed himself right down and squeezed into that little micro barrel. On the other side, Ricardo Christie traveling through that section, and then finishes off strong, but then comes unglued. So all these guys out of the blocks firing. Jeremy Flores, lightning fast turn from him, straight up through the lip and goes down. So a couple of nervous moments here for all these guys. There's a lot at stake. Ricardo Christie in desperate need of a result. Jeremy safe. Matty Wilco on the cut line as well. So there's a lot at stake for all of these guys. So back into the top 10 where he belongs, Joe.
Little option out front for Ricardo Christie. He's down, but he's already had 2 quick numbers on the board. A 5.5, then a 5.0, and has an early lead. Wilco's in the 3 range. There's still plenty of time to go. Matt Wilkinson checks out her right. Drives hard off the bottom. Clean snap. Connects on the inside corner. A couple of jams. And that one was moving really quickly, even for Wilco putts. Next wave looks at sledding up for Jeremy Flores. Races the closeout. A lot of activity from these 3 guys. Not every wave is perfect, but they're the world's best, and they always seem to hunt down the gems.
Right, look at the sets coming through right now. It's just the beginning of the swell.
Pulling into the barrel, traveling for a little bit of time there was Jeremy Flores. He goes down. Had the 2.5 before. But that's right, Pot. Surfline was telling us we'd see some solid sets throughout the day today. Now left-hander for Ricardo Christie. Beats a few sections and just can't find an exit. 2 tube attempts back-to-back. New Zealand making their presence here once again on the beach.
I love it.
No matter where we are in the world, Ricardo Christie brings the fans with him.
That he does, with a bit of show of support for Ricardo Christie.
Another left for Wilco. Racing down the line, going for the punt. Frontside air, and he lands on the roof and goes down. Had the height. Nice classic stock air without the rotation, but couldn't come down with the landing. But now 20:30 to go. Let's catch up with Brett Simpson, who's with Chelsea Kennel.
Got a 9.5, and then I was like, oh, here we go again. But yeah, I caught the next wave, like did an air and kind of re-entry and got an 8. And I feel like I've been surfing really well, but maybe not necessarily in the contest. So I just trying to find some heat strategy, something that works, and I'm having a good.
Now back to our lineup with Matty Wilkinson setting up that snap off the top, out in front again. It's a little hung up on the second move. Tries to recover with a climb, and he's down. Next wave setting up for the backhand of Ricardo Christie. Big backhand jam in the pocket. Carves it down into the pocket on the second move. Chips it right off the lip and gets out of there. So a couple of lefts on offer. Now at the 13-minute mark, as we see another little peak setting up for Flores, and he'll check it out and hold his position. Earlier this morning, we kind of felt the wind turn onshore. We expected that, but now it's nice and glassy. It's beautiful out there, Potts.
Yeah, absolutely beautiful.
Down here for the Kiwis, trying to make it happen.
Thank you very much, Strider. What a great crew. Coming a long way.
I think they play South Africa in the World Cup pretty soon.
As we watch this little wave pop up for Ricardo Christie. Has the speed, Setting up for something big. He'll go above the lip for the throw tail reverse into the beach. Picks himself back up, but incomplete on the landing.
Back and won 3 world titles, so.
Happens quite a bit. This is Matty Wilkinson. Clean first snap on this backhand wave. Third jam already. Quick in transition. Carved down, now just setting up a finishing move. Wilkinson coils up and tags it shut. Needed a 6-9 on that wave as we catch up to the tail end of Flores. Just going down. Now Ricardo Christie in position. He locks in. Quick little barrel. Now lining up an inside section. Full carve for Christie. Sneaks in one more tap on the inside corner. So important score for Wilco, needed a 6-9. Christie trying to protect his lead. Happening early for Wilco here, as he had just 3s before that. 4 3s, and definitely getting a lot more out of that last effort.
Well, you know, in saying that, he only needs a 6.90, so this has been a very slow heat. Jeremy with just a 6.07, had a couple of rolls of the dice with some tube rides, hasn't quite completed that. Ricardo Christie with a couple of 5s, just another little tube ride there. It's going to probably just better his situation.
We check out this last wave, Potts.
Yeah, watch him get in the groove here, right there, bang again, and then straight off the bottom into another one, and then just finishes off with a couple of quick turns. So Matty Wilco, just rapid fire, no mucking around there from him, and that's just a little bit of confidence builder for him. When he hears that score come through, Joe, he's going to feel good about it.
Into the excellent range for Matty Wilkinson, an 8-point ride as he takes the lead off Christie on deck. And coming up next, as we get back into live action, Matty Wilkinson really getting on a roll here, choosing his forehand, getting a few solid turns into the finish. Remember, before we went to break, he got a right, turned it into an 8-point ride, and now we're down to 5:30 remaining here, Potts, and looks like everything's going Wilco's way.
Ricardo Christie a little bit further down the line. He had up to take off on this little one, driving through the tube ride. It doesn't quite come out of that. So I think Ricardo's backhand's kind of been looking a little sharper, as is Matty Wilco's. Snaps off the top right there, through the lip again. 3 solid turns for Matty Wilco. So looking to improve on that 3.8 and just push that 2-wave total further out. Jeremy Flores, while we're at the break, backside snap from him. Nice and vertical again. Groomed his style on the reef breaks in St. Lou and Reunion. That's why he looks so comfortable when we go to places like Cloudbreak and Chopu. I think his backhand is his best weapon of choice, pretty much.
As we now look at the rookie, Ricardo Christie, glassy right-hander, going for the air reverse, tail high, pulls this one off. And now we'll be watching the landing to see if we'll get credit for it, but he loved every moment of that punt. Big smile on the face of the rookie. Now on the left-hand corner, Wilkinson ditches the fins on the first turn. It'll hold him back, so he'll kick out. And that one won't be affecting his top 2. 4:10 remaining. Christie needing the 7.07. How close was that to a make for you, Potts, or are you going to give the rookie credit? Wait for that number. Gliding in, Jeremy Flores looking for the lead. Backside snap, right on the money for Flores. Big jam off the lip, looking for one more finish. Late hits the closeout section and goes down. Remember, Jeremy needed a 6.18, and he always has fans on the beach. Another look here, Potts.
Well, beautiful opening maneuver, just takes his time, which I like, cracks it, absolutely perfect. Second snap off the top, kind of got hung up a little bit, which then put him behind. So that was that second maneuver.
And now Flores looking for an alley-oop. Goes off the top and goes down. So Flores feeling the sense of urgency in the last couple of minutes, falling on his finishing move on the left, going for the alley-oop, chasing just a 6.18. Matchup Potts, 11 waves ridden. Just needs a 6.51 to take Wilco's spot in the lead. Christie now going for the backside flyaway punt, and he's down again.
Yeah, just going for broke. You know, kind of suppose you've got to coming into the back part of the heat, needing, you know, not a huge score. Here we go, Matty Wilco.
Wilco now setting up his forehand, going for a tail high reverse, stomps it. Super clean. Wilco running into the inside corner. He's got another little credit card there for the fans on the beach. And he gets out of the water feeling really confident. Numbers will be drifting in from Flores. Remember, he had the 7 a couple of waves ago. locked in a 5-1-7 on the left down the beach. Looked like that finishing move was really crucial, Putz.
Yeah, the finishing move definitely was the decider right there. The best surfers in the world, the judges are expecting you to finish your waves off, especially out here.
A big win for Wilco in heat number 9.